And in a big developing story, Facebook hate speech controversy has now turned into a full-blown political war because Bharatiya Janata Party sources are refuting opposition claim that Facebook is biased toward the Saffron party. The Bharatiya Janata Party has claimed that Facebook was actually harsh on their party. They are claiming that in the run-up to 2019 general elections, Facebook took down over 700 pages, most of them sympathetic to a nationalist narrative and seen as pro-BJP. Yesterday, remember, Congress Member of Parliament Rahul Gandhi was the first to allege that BJP and the RSS control Facebook, WhatsApp in India while sharing a news report. He added that the BJP uses these tools to spread fake news and hate. These remarks have come after a media outlet claimed that Facebook deliberately is ignoring hate speeches and hate posts of the BJP-related people. Amid political controversy, Facebook even gave out a statement clarifying they prohibit hate speech and content that incite violence and said they in fact enforce these policies irrespective of political position or the party ruling.
In the run-up to the 2019 general election, Facebook clamped down on over 700 pages. Most of them were aligned to a more nationalist worldview. Even after that, they've continued to clamp down on pages and groups which have been run by individuals, volunteers, and special interest groups. Is it the Congress's argument that all of these pages are actually aligned to the BJP or are run by the BJP, and the Facebook administration is doing everything to hurt the BJP and the wider conservative ecosystem just to help us? If that is the argument, I can only laugh at it. But the reality is that in this 2019 general election, it was the Congress party that was attempting to align with Cambridge Analytica to manipulate the data on Facebook. It is a different matter that they did not succeed and people dumped them at the hustings. The matter is under investigation. CBI is looking into it. As far as hate speech goes, and Congress's fake concern for it is concerned, the investigation must start from Sonia Gandhi, whose speech in December of 2019 led to wide-scale rioting, death and destruction in Delhi. She must be squarely held responsible for it, and her speech was streamed live on the Congress's Facebook page. There are a lot of questions that will be asked of the Congress party, and if the Parliamentary Committee on IT is going to call Facebook for an investigation, then it will start from Cambridge Analytica. Congress is dealing with them, and how Sonia Gandhi and several other leaders of the Congress party who have made provocative statements every now and then have added to the fake news pandemic and the wider divisive politics that we are seeing in the country.
But as a Congress MP in Shashi Tharoor, is a IT Standing Committee on Parliament, they are told that we are summoned to Facebook CEO on same issue.
They should summon CEO of Facebook to investigate this matter, and the investigation must start from Congress's dealings with Cambridge Analytica, how they were attempting to manipulate data on Facebook in order to sway voter preference towards the Congress party. It should also look at the hate speeches that Sonia Gandhi and several other leaders of the Congress party have made from time to time.
ये फेसबुक है, व्हाट्सएप है, ये हिंदुस्तान में अपनी जो निर्धारित नीति है उसका पालन ना करके और भारतीय जनता पार्टी को मदद करने के लिए उनके जो घृणा फैलाने के, देश को, समाज को बांटने वाले जो मैसेजेस हैं वो अलाउ करते हैं। और ये राहुल जी ने अकेले नहीं कहा है, बल्कि अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर इसको जो मॉनिटर कर रहे हैं अमेरिका की मीडिया, उसने पूरी तरह से कहा है कि हिंदुस्तान में ये हो क्या रहा है।
These are not only unfounded allegations, but this is the typical characteristic feature of the Congress party and Mr. Rahul Gandhi. He is a failed leader, and these are frustrated utterances of his. According to Mr. Rahul Gandhi, only the Gandhi Vadra Parivar, the family, is the most pious and the sacrosanct family. Rest all institutions are no institutions at all. They're all bought and sold, and they don't exist.
Yesterday, Wall Street Journal published an article saying that Facebook was influenced by the BJP ruled government. The article quoted a Facebook official saying that they would not be able to stop the hate speeches by BJP leaders, because if they did so, their business prospects in India would be hampered. This clearly proves that there is a tie-up between the BJP and Facebook authorities, which is why they take no steps against the hate speeches of BJP leaders.
This is a case that requires to be properly investigated and the culprits have to be brought to book. The best medium would be a joint parliamentary committee that should immediately be constituted, and it must go into this matter, and whatever be the finding that will come to, if necessary, like many countries have banned many platforms, we should take the decision on the basis of that report.
Aishwarya Paliwal is now joining me on the story. Now, Aishwarya, what we have seen in the past few years with either Facebook, Twitter or other social media sites is that both sides claim that they are being treated unfairly. But this time it seems this has reached another political level. What are you picking up? How are the parties going to take this ahead? Because Congress clearly seems to be leading the charge here.
Well, as far as the Congress party is concerned, from what we understand at the moment, the Congress party is making sure that they are asking questions not just of Facebook but also of the Bharatiya Janata Party. The main opposition party is of the opinion that Facebook has always been hand in glove with BJP. It's not just now. Rewind a year back in 2019 also, just before the elections, a similar thing had happened. Congress was saying that the hate speeches made by BJP leaders or those who were supporting BJP were not being taken down. But today the BJP is saying that out of the 700 posts which were in fact taken down by Facebook, a majority belong to those who were supporting the Bharatiya Janata Party. So definitely we are seeing this war of words escalating between the opposition and BJP clearly saying that the Facebook has in fact always sided with the left parties, and they're also in a veiled attack saying that it was Congress which went to Facebook and asked them to make changes in 2019 elections. So definitely we will see this war of word escalate in days to come.
Aishwarya will be tracking all the latest because this is going to be a big story for the next few days. And thank you so much, Aishwarya, for the latest, because what has happened since then? Since the political war of words that erupted between Congress and the BJP over Facebook, one of Facebook's top officials in India has now filed a complaint with the cyber cell of Delhi police. Her name is Ankhi Das. She heads Facebook India's public policy wing, revealing that she has been receiving serious death threats. This after an article published by the Western media claimed that Das refused to take down a post by BJP's sole Telangana MLA T. Raja Singh. Das reportedly has been accused of holding staff members from taking down the controversial post. Raja Singh has highlighted he does not have a Facebook account and has not posted anything communally sensitive. So while Facebook has denied the allegation, saying it prohibits hate speech and hate content anywhere irrespective of ideology.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.